Hello, welcome to Say Yes to Weights, brought to you by the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging in Three Rivers, Michigan. I'm Cathy with a C, A. Taylor, and I'm the instructor for today. We are going to be using 2 sets of weights if we need them, maybe some toilet paper rolls or some paper towel rolls if that's all that you can handle. Hello. And we're going to have some fun. Before I begin, I'd like to let you know that this will be the last Say Yes to Weights. It will be a virtual class offered by the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging. Next week starts our new schedule. So, this is the last Say Yes to Weights virtually on the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging Facebook page. Tomorrow will be the last arthritis exercise class brought to you by the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging in Three Rivers. So, things are changing. And if you have been watching my Facebook page and doing the videos that I have on there, cardio drumming and other ones, those will be put on hold as long as I'm working on site. so things are changing. So the schedule for next week, if you want to be with me when I'm teaching, I think I can divulge this information. I will be in Sturgis on Mondays and Wednesdays. I will be in Three Rivers on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you're going to have to look at the schedule. Ruth will print it up, she'll post it, she'll let you know any way that she can. But we've got a lot of interesting things going on at the COA now. So when we get back there next week at Sturgis and Three Rivers, you will want to know that we have safety protocols to follow. You will have to be screened when you come in. You'll have to wear a mask, social distance, and I think, depending on what class you go to, you will have fun. Okay, this is going to be a new experience for all of us. Do you realize it's been a year? Monday the 16th of March, I did not work. That's when we closed the COA and we didn't have any classes anymore, and then we had some in the fall. And then we had to stop those. So this will be a new experience for us. We hope that you've taken all of your safety precautions so that you don't have COVID and had your vaccine if that was an option. So looking forward to things changing next week for the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging, as well as Fitness Becomes You, because I will be busy doing my classes and I will not be on Facebook for a while. So let's get warmed up and then we'll use our weights. But before that, make sure that you have all your trip hazards out of the way, have some air circulation if you need it, some water, definitely something for your lips because they're going to get dry with all the breathing you're going to be doing, right? Alrighty. Never can have too much water. Trust me though, you can have too much stuff on your lips. You don't want to have that. Alrighty, let's start out in seated position. Edge of your seat, abdominals are tight. We're going to turn the head side to side, stopping in the center. So if you are just joining us, excuse me, I sure hope when I'm back on site I don't do this all the time. Okay, we're turning the head side to side, stopping in the center. In case you missed the opening announcements, I will reiterate later. But as you came on the Facebook page, you probably saw the announcement. Good morning. We're going to drop the ears to the shoulders. Wake up the trapezius muscle group that's behind the ears, goes down the back, along the shoulders, around the collarbone area. And then make a change. We're going to put the feet in front of the knees. We're going to tap the toes. We're going to bring the shoulders back and roll. And then stop. Bring the feet back. We're going to tap the heels. We're going to roll the shoulders the other way now. Stop. Just have the feet underneath the knees. We're going to lock the elbows in and do external rotation. Remember, you need to have your abdominals tight. And when we have the weights in our hands, you do not want to grip the weights really tight. You want to tighten the muscle groups that we're working. Then make a change to lateral. I need to hear you breathe. Yesterday I got close enough to the tablet. I seriously thought I heard you folks breathing yesterday. I bet if you got really close to your speaker, you could hear me breathe. I'm not quiet about that. Okay, let's make a change. We're going to have the palms facing down, and then we're going to turn them left and right. And now make a change. They're going to go up and down. Stop. Let's put the feet in front of the knees. We're going to scrunch the toes and release, and we're going to cat scratch with the fingers. Oh my goodness, the floor temperature is 64 today. Woohoo! Well, it should be. It only got down to like 50 some degrees during the night. Okay, let's stop. Breathe. Let's do a side step. Touch the tips of the fingers to the thumbs. Make a change. Knee up and down. Touch the thumb to the base of the fingers. I think my brain's having a little issue with this. Okay, there we go. I think I've got it. Okay, let's stop. Breathe. Separate. Step touch, and fist thumb in and thumb out. and then stop. Let's do thumb circles. I wonder if you can do big toe circles, grand toe circles. Reverse. Okay, let's breathe. Feet in front of the knees. We're going to alternate the arms. Palms are down. Ooh. Ah. And then stop. Together, we're going to push the palms up and bring them back down. And rest. Shake it out. I think we're good with the arms. We need to stand up and do joint check with the legs. So let's start out separating the feet. You look like an upside down Y. You do a toe tap and a swing. So in a few minutes, I will share the information with you folks again if you missed it. I think by then everybody will be on that should be on. We're moving forward. We're doing hamstring curl. And then make a change. Squats. And rest. Let's breathe. You know what? I think we're ready to work out with weights. I'm going to change the music. So get your weights handy. Alrighty, I took the extra ring off. We're going to start seated position. Boy, that clock is still on 9:43. I was going to share some information with you. Oh, it's going to change. Let's tap the heels. Bring the arms up and down. Keep doing this. Okay, we're going to stop. Bring the knees in. Arms down at the side and hammer curl. I'm doing a heel tap just because my upper and lower body works all the time. You are tightening the upper arms and releasing. And rest. Okay, bring the feet to the front. You're going to hinge at your hips. Your abdominals are off your clothing, always. You're leaning forward and you're going back like this with the arms. Now, I need to have you pay close attention to what you're doing here. You see where the arms are and the hands end up? That's where you go, and you go back on the angle. You breathe out and in. Relax your neck. And rest. Okay, let's do bicep curl. Add a march if you'd like. Remember, do not grip your weights too tight. Okay, I think everybody's here that is going to be here. So you probably saw Ruth's announcement on Facebook when you came on. Monday, we're back on site. And rest. She didn't post the schedule yet, but I will be in Three Rivers on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let's put the weights in the right hand, separate the legs, find that fatty tissue part in your leg. We're going to go up and down. I will be in Sturgis on Monday and Wednesdays. So you get the drift. Things are changing with the COA. And tighten and release. And rest. This is the last Say Yes to Weights. I will be incorporating the weights in the Arthritis Foundation exercise program again. We're going to go up and down. I need to hear you breathe. Still in shock? Somebody get the AED, quick. And rest. Okay, let's do seated position. And I've said before that this particular exercise works the pecs, the trapezius, the rhomboids, the latissimus dorsi. That's a lot. Triceps, biceps. Okay, so your abdominals are off your clothing, and you're going to go up and down. Tighten that upper arm when you bring it up. Safety protocols will be in place at the Oaks and the Rivers Enrichment Center. And rest. And I will be wearing shoes. I'm trying to talk my feet into getting used to that again. And we have one new class at the Rivers and at the Oaks. At the Oaks, Annie's going to be teaching, and in Three Rivers, Lynn will be teaching. I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, that class takes the place of the balance class. And rest. It is an evidence-based class, so you've got 2 certified instructors that will be teaching an evidence-based class. Then I will be teaching the other one at Sturgis and Three Rivers. Not the sail class though. That's too labor intensive for me. Okay, let's do a hammer curl alternating. Remember, you're tightening the upper arm. So instead of just having a balance class taught by volunteers, you are going to have an evidence-based class taught by a certified instructor. Isn't that going to be cool? And rest. We're going to do a different tricep exercise. You're going to take the arms to the back. And we're going to bring the forearm forward. You're going to tighten the upper arm and release. Remember, your abdominals are extremely tight. And you only bring the forearm forward. I just saw something floating around on my screen. Oh, let me go check it. Hang on, you can stop for a second. Okay. And let me check again. Sharon and Sherry. Okay. Okay, edge of your seat. We're going to do an alternating bicep curl, seated. And rest. I do believe, wait, we can do this one seated and alternate this one, and then we're going to stand up. So we're going to go up and down. Your abdominals are tight. I think I can hear you breathing now. And rest. Okay, before we do stand up, let's get our smaller weights if we need them. We'll do some external and lateral. Okay, lock your elbows in, and you're going to go out to the side and back. Remember to keep your fingers straight. Do not grip your weights too tight. You should feel this go all the way up the arm. And rest. Are my arms looking forward to lateral? Probably not, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, up and down. I think it's harder for me to do this when I'm seated than when I'm standing. Okay, let's bring it down. Because you've seen me, you kind of move your body all over the place when you're doing it just to get some oomph in there. Okay, so I'm going to move my chair. second set we'll do standing up. Now if you have to stay seated, that's fine. Make sure that you're on the edge of your seat and your abs are tight. For those of us that are standing, we're going to go out to the side and back. You should feel this, like I said, go all the way up the arm. And rest. So I'm going to bring my arms down like this and go like this. Because I just know that that's loosening those muscle groups up that I just did, and it'll make my lateral rotation easier. Okay, let's try it. We're going to do 2 more. And, alrighty, bring it down. Good job. And because I don't want to be doing this again later, we're going to do the third set like right now. Let's let the arms hang down though. Okay, so off the schedule at the Three Rivers site, we won't be doing Say Yes to Weights or flexible U mats. Lock your elbows in. We will have external rotation. I will be doing cardio drumming and the Arthritis Foundation exercise program. Lynn will be doing sail and I do believe maybe chair yoga and Zumba Gold. And then I will be at Sturgis doing the Arthritis Foundation exercise program on Monday and Wednesday. Rest. So you are still going to get an abundance of classes to do at the Three Rivers site. Let's let the arms hang down. So after Thursday, I have one more gig down here in the basement. I don't know if anybody was on one of my virtuals when I was talking about it. We're going to do lateral. But Saturday, I'm in a Zoom variety show. And I'm going to do an exercise infomercial. You know, remember when, no, TVs weren't still black and white back then. You know how you'd be watching a movie and every commercial they'd come on and they would sell windows? Okay, bring it down. Or maybe a microwave or whatever. I always remember the windows. I don't know if it was Liberty, but anyway, you remember that? We're through with these. Just because I was talking, I did not forget. Okay. But I do think I'll use my 2-pounders for the mock kettlebell. Okay, we're going to stagger our legs, right leg in the front. Seated people, both feet are going to be in front of the knees. You're going to lean forward. And you're going to bring the arms back like this. Remember, we're on an angle. So with those infomercials, they come on and they go, oh, welcome back. And then they tell you about their product. And mine is a parody of those infomercials. Like that segment is going to be brought to you by wecanhelp.com. The next week's or the next infomercial during that particular movie is going to be, I'm on the ground and I can get up, and it's going to be brought to them by needalift.com. Alrighty, let's stop. But the premise of my infomercial is people think they can't do a lot of things. Okay, we're staggering, left leg forward. We're going to do bicep curl. Now, if you want to add your rock and roll, you can. It's kind of hard to do with the tricep exercise, but you can do it with this. So, WeCanHelp.com is a company that will give the purchaser a huge pendant to wear and buttons to push for things like, I need help using the curling iron in my hair. I need help putting dishes in the upper cabinet. Oh, and for the men, it's like, I need help shaving my head. I need help trimming my mustache. And this is because people can't raise their arms up high. You know, as we age, things like that happen. And the one that I like best is, I need help finding food in your refrigerator. So these people that will help you come into your home and they will move the stuff around in your refrigerator so that you can find something to eat. And that's basically for men, because if you know how men are, I can't see it. It's right in front of them in the refrigerator, but they can't see it. So anyway. So after I do that variety show skit on Saturday, I think this is going to be a dining area again. Okay, let's stagger. This time with a rock and roll. We're going to pulse. And needalift.com provides people with assistance getting off the floor. So you can tell that my little skit is going to be geared to senior citizens. My name is going to be Fulla with a PH. Persuasion. That's my name. Fulla with a PH. Persuasion. The movie that the people are watching, that we're interrupting with exercise, is a horror thriller story entitled Gray Heads on the Interstate. So you've got a little bit of info on what I'm doing this weekend. Breathe. And I figure I can make fun of myself, you know. I'm in that age bracket where we have things happen to us and it's kind of weird. Okay, separate the feet, soften the knees and the hips, and bring the arms up between your chin and your chest. So in this variety show, we've got people doing a whole host of things. Some are playing instruments, some are showing you how to do things. And up and down. And rest. And apparently they have the technology for 3 or 4 people to be playing musical instruments, and we get to listen to it at the same time. That's going to be cool. Okay, we're going to do the standing position. The last one we're going to use the chair, but this is the standing. We're staggering, left leg in the front. Seated people, both feet are in the front. You lean forward. There we go. I knew I was doing something wrong. And up and down. Although it felt pretty good over there. You want your neck relaxed. And I will have to admit, as much as I want the curtains down, You know what? If we get some of these variations in the COVID and we have to shut down for a while again, all I have to do is, the dining room furniture is on moving men, and I just glide it over to the other side of the basement. We're doing 2 and 1. All right, rest. Some days I just have, I have to think about things to talk about so that you forget what you're doing. So here is an FYI. If you need to move furniture in your home, senior citizens a lot of times need that help. Well, a lot of people need that help. Just put moving men under your couches, under your dining room table, under any big coffee table. And they just glide across the floor. And rest. So I have like cathedral ceilings in the living room, dining room area. And I don't keep the moving men under the cabinets, the entertainment center. But when we go to paint the south wall, separate, we're going to bicep curl alternating, lifting a heel and dropping a heel. You have to dismantle your TV center, your entertainment center to some degree. If it's got a top shelf on it, you take that off. And then you just put the moving men under the other pieces. You move those components across the room with so much ease. My master bedroom bed is huge. I have air mattresses though. I have a Select Comfort, so the bed itself isn't heavy. But I leave the moving men under there, and in the event that I have to move the bed, it is just so easy. One person can move it. I'm just going to keep talking. Okay, I'm resting. You can too. Even my exercise stuff that I have over here in the basement, my toning tower and my Ultra Glide, they don't have moving men on them, but they have wheels. You just lift and you move them across the room. So, you have to do what you can so you don't hurt yourself as you age. Okay, we are going to do above the head tricep. Yeah, we are going to do it. Yep. Bringing it up. And up and down. The only thing that is not on moving men is I'm looking across the basement and there's a pool table over there. You know how your kids get things and then they have more kids and they have to move things out of their house to make room for another kid? Anyway, the pool table is here. It actually was my son's. I don't have moving men under that. You don't want that moving when you're playing pool. Okay, we've had enough. I heard you. Bring it down. Okay, let's stagger right leg forward. We're going to alternate a hammer curl. Now you may have dressers or buffets that are heavy. They might have drawers in them or shelves that you can remove. With those, it's usually better to take extra drawers out. It makes it easier to maneuver on carpet some of the things that you're moving so that you don't pull the carpet and then need to have it stretched. Are you tightening the upper arms? Thank you. Alrighty, let's rest. Okay, stagger. We're going to take the arms to the back. We're going to rock and roll, and we're going to pulse like this. So this right now is working the triceps, and you're pulsing. So we have been alternating the triceps and the biceps. And rest. Good job. It's time for a drink and some lipstick. Okay, we're going to start out on our chairs. We're going to do kettlebell for a few minutes, seated first and then standing. Alrighty. So you're on the edge of your chair. You're going to go halfway up and down. Your abdominals are staying tight. You know, as much lip stuff that I put on my lips, you would think that when I wear a mask, it would be all full of lipstick on the inside. Rest. Actually, it's not, because my sister-in-law makes the masks that my husband and I wear, and there's so much room in there, you could have a beak for a mouth, and it would still fit in there. The beak might get your lipstick on the inside of it, but your lips won't do it. Alrighty. Okay, I'm switching to the 2-pounder because I want more range of motion in what I'm doing, flexibility. Not so much flexibility, but the range of motion. So we're going to start out down in the center, and we're going to go up like that. Seated people, when you do these, remember you have your hands on your lap. And then rest. And a reminder, tomorrow is total body for the arthritis exercise class. Okay, let's stop, rest. So hopefully the new schedule will be at least online today. Ruth is working on it. Okay, we're going to go up, full range. Do not hyperextend. Keep your abdominals tight and just bring it up and down. That's why I like doing the kettlebell with a smaller weight, especially seated position. This feels a whole lot better than it would with a heavier weight. Okay, let's bring it down. Okay, the other one that we do, where we go under the leg, we go under and then out to the side. Let's start with the left side. We go under and then out. And if you want to add your ham strength, you can't do it. You just lift your leg up if you want. Okay, let's rest. The other side. So you knew that the CDC changed rules. If you are fully vaccinated and your friends and family are fully vaccinated, you can get together in a small group now. Preferably a few weeks after you get the last vaccination shot. Out in public, you should still wear a mask. And please wear it over your nose. Thank you. Okay, let's stand up and do this. Sometimes we don't know what we look like with a mask on and our nose poking out. It's very distracting for me when I see that because I have to, I tend to giggle about things. Okay, so we're going to just go halfway up and down. I mean, speaking of peaks, somebody's nose peeking out over a mask makes me think of a bird. You know, some birds have little beaks. Some birds have big beaks. People don't have beaks, they have noses, and they should be covered by their mask. Push your tush. Okay, let's stop. I'm going to switch to the smaller one. I know it's a pain, but I'm going for range of motion. Okay, standing people, brace your back as best you can. We're going to go under and out to the side at the same time. You can add a hamstring curl if you'd like. Make sure you're getting a squat in. The hamstring was getting aggressive. It wanted to push ahead. You can't have that. Stop. All right, other side. Assist your back any way that you can, please. Okay. We're going to get the bigger one. Okay. Last thing that we're doing before we get to warm down. No, cool down. Relax. Rest. Remember, keep your abdominals tight, your back does not arch too much, but you do go into a squat position. And we are through. Let's get our chairs. I'm going to dim the lights. I'm going to wet my lips and my throat. Go ahead, breathe, I'm listening. I think I almost heard you. So I apologize for the loud music earlier. I think because the temperature was up, it might have affected the music. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for the alert, Sherry. So you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And remember, there is that difference in breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to sit on the edge of our seats. Keep the arms straight and then come down. Keep your back and your head and your neck lined up. I think I hear you breathing. Okay, relax. Lift your head, put your hands on your lap, and then come on up and rest. So the difference, we talked about it before, is when you want to relax, if you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, the vagus nerve gets involved and it affects the body. It relaxes the body, actually. It's a nice, calming, soothing thing to do. And I've mentioned before that when I'm sleeping without my CPAP, I am a mouth breather. When I have my CPAP machine on, I have to breathe through my nose. And it is so relaxing. You get to sleep faster, you stay asleep. I'm sure it has to do with the effect of the breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And release, and send it back where it came from, and bring it down. Other side, and bring it across. Ooh. Yes, you find the discomfort, you push into it. So, next week, on site, some of the things we have to think about are the height of the chair we've been using at home, the way we sit at home may be affected by the chairs at the COA. You're going to release and then send back where it came from. That's something to think about. And then wearing the shoes all the time, since we haven't been, many of us haven't been wearing them in the homes. And take this, scooch you over this way a little bit. Take this arm over here, go back, reach across, and then turn your head into the shoulder on the outside. So, a few things to keep in mind for starting up next week is you may have some discomfort in your tush area, your hips for a week maybe because of the change in the chair height, and your feet might feel different and affect your whole body. So that's something to think about. And the fact that you'll have to wear a mask on site. You're going to bring the head back to center. You're going to lean into this and release. You're going to switch to the other side. So, when I was talking about the fact that I don't get lipstick on the inside of my, make sure you're looking over there, my mask, if you have a mask that is big enough for your mouth, you're not going to get lipstick on it. And you will have room to breathe. Excuse me. So you want to have a mask that fits up around your nose and stays there, and something that's big enough for you to have room to breathe and your lips to move around comfortably. Turn the head back to center, lean into this, and release. Goodness, I felt that. I didn't have to do the traditional stretch to feel this. Okie doke, so we're way over here now. We're going to send this arm over here, and then remember your cheek comes off the chair a little bit, and tug. then lean into it and come back to center. Okay, the other way. Oh, mama. Yeah, the cheek can come off the chair, just don't fall off. And then pull. Now release, move into it, and then take the arm back to center. We're going to turn the head side to side, stopping in the center. So when Mr. Taylor and I moved into our home in 2005, deer ran through our yard all the time, so I asked Mr. Jones in Centerville if I could put up a deer crossing sign on my property. He said, sure, just make sure it's on your property, not on the easement. I said, okay. Excuse me. So he told me where to get the deer crossing sign. And we've had one on our property since 2005. And then stop. You're going to drop the ears to the shoulders. Well, I was out recently and I noticed that my white mailbox was all dingy, dirty, and full of mold. And I also noticed that the deer crossing signs, both of them, both sides, were really grungy, dirty. So yesterday was nice and I went out and I was washing first the mailbox. It's really nice and clean now. And then I went over to wash off the deer crossing sign. And we're going to stop. Do you know what some people do when they have too much time on their hands? They go around and they draw appendages on the deer crossing signs. Trust me, this little piece of graffiti hadn't been on their lawn because it wasn't really dirty. But both sides of that deer crossing sign had a little appendage added to it. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, what in the world? That stuff got off that sign as quick as I could get it off of there. Anyway, the sign is nice and clean now. It boggled my mind. I had something stolen off my property last fall, and how long that was on that sign, I don't know, except it was clean, so it must have been just done recently. Okay, let's nod up and down. Breathe comfortably. Okay, just a reminder, I will be here tomorrow at 11. We will be doing total body. Next Tuesday and Thursday, I have to make up the schedules yet, the calendars, but I will have calendars on Tuesday for the Arthritis Foundation exercise program in Three Rivers and Sturgis. So Three Rivers would be Monday. No, Sturgis is Monday, Three Rivers is Tuesday. I will have calendars. I just don't know what we'll be doing next week yet. But tomorrow is total body. And I think that's all. So, looking forward to seeing you in person next week at Three Rivers on Tuesday and Thursday. Until then, toodles.